Hello, hello, hello. No, there ain't anybody here at the moment. So, hi, how you doing? My name's Brian, and I'm going to play some stuff because that's what I do here. I play stuff and I wait. So we're going to start off with the one that's going through my head right now. Spiel later on. Oh, I just gotta find it. Here we go. I should be better prepared, but hey, it's Sunday.
In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alph, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man, down to a sunless sea. So twice 5 miles of fertile ground, with walls and towers were girdled round, and there were gardens bright with sinuous rills, where blossomed many an incense-bearing tree. And here were forests, ancient as the hills, enfolding sunny spots of greenery. And from this chasm with ceaseless turmoil seething, as if this earth in fastic pants were breathing, a mighty fountain momently was forced, amid whose swift half-intermitted burst. Huge fragments vaulted like rebounding hail, or chaffy grain beneath the thresher's flail. And mid these dancing rocks, at once and ever, it flung up momently the sacred river. 5 miles meandering with amazing motion, through wood and dale the sacred river ran, then reached the caverns measureless to man, and sank in tumult to a lifeless ocean. And mid this tumult Kubla heard from far ancestral voices prophesying war. The shadow of the dome of pleasure floated midway on the waves, where was heard the mingled measure from the fountain and the caves. It was a miracle of rare device, a sunny pleasure dome with caves of ice. A damsel with a dulcimer in a vision once I saw. It was an Abyssinian maid, and on her dulcimer she played, singing of Mount Abora. Could I revive within me her symphony and song to such a deep delight would win me, that with music loud and long I would build home in air, that sunny dome, those caves of ice, and all who heard should see them there, and all should cry, beware, beware. His flashing eyes, his floating hair, weave a circle round him thrice, and close your eyes with holy dread, for he on honeydew hath fed and drunk the milk of paradise.
Why make so much of fragmentary blue? In here and there a bird or butterfly, or flower or wearing stone or open eye. When heaven presents in sheets the solid hue, fragmentary blue? In here and there a bird or butterfly, or flower or wearing stone or open eye. When heaven presents in sheets the solid hue, blue away. to your heart, and not the full 4 seasons of the year. And you must welcome from another part.
Such noble moods as are not mine, my dear. No gracious weight of golden fruits to sell have I, nor any wise and wintry thing. And I have loved you all too long and well to carry still the high sweet breast of spring.
Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes, I must be gone. Still forth with silent drums, that you may hail anew the bird and rose. When I come back to you as summer comes, else will you see at some not distant time, even your summer in another
So, good morning, whoever is out there. I know I've seen the up and down. But if you're there, thanks. Kathy, I figured you. No. So, how's it going? It's Sunday morning. I've been busy for the most part, yes. But the semester is winding down, as those things tend to do sometimes. And yeah, so be getting more back into this probably next week. Yeah, next week. Not this coming week because it's still got some classes. I think, but classes end on Thursday. So yeah, we'll figure it out from there. In the meantime, how y'all doing? Come on in, as the ticker says. I decided to start it off with partially because I had Kublai Khan running in my head, but I like that 60s vibe, you know? Peace, love, and coffee. Oh yeah, it actually is. I'm holding out hope that I actually might ace this semester also. If not 2 A's and 2 B's, but but yeah, and then next semester, well then I go and I've got classes in the summer, and I've got my full, 4 classes in the fall, and then hopefully after that be done after the spring, and then we're going from there. So that's how that journey is going so far. And of course, you guys are along on it with me, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I know people say that all the time here. I can't do it. No, in this case, this is true. I'm not, because what am I getting out of this? I'm not getting paid to do this. you know, but anyways, as far as all that goes, but yeah, the semester's winding down. I've got, I think I just finished with one thing I got to turn in later. I did a really fun thing on Friday. I'll tell you all about in a little bit. It's called Coin Corner. I think I may have talked about it before, but that went really well. And then we had the Poets Roundtable meeting yesterday. So yeah, been doing pretty good as far as all that goes. See, all right, let's see here. What we got? Let's play this one.
shipless to bear across the blue. May stormless stars control thy horoscope, in keel and hull, in every spar and row. Be night and day to thy dear office true. Oceanmen's path and their divider too. No fairer shrine of memory and hope, to the underworld down thy westering slope. There vanished or whom such regrets pursue. Smooth all thy surges as when Jove to Crete swam with less costly burthen and prepare a pathway meet for her homecoming soon, with golden undulations such as greet the printless summer sandals of the moon, and tempt the Nautilus his cruise to dare. All thy surges as when Jove to Crete swam with less costly burthen and prepare a pathway meet for her homecoming soon, with golden undulations such as greet the printless summer sand of the moon, and tempt the Nautilus's cruise to dare.
Under his up against his pack, after so many days of work and waking, sleep took him by the brow and laid him back there in the happy no time of his sleeping. Death took him by the heart, there heaved a quaking of the aborted life within him leaping. Then chest and sleepy arms once more fell slack, and soon the slow, stray blood came creeping from the intruding leg like ants on track, where there is deeper sleep lies shaded by the shaking of great wings and the thoughts that hung the stars, high pillowed on calm pillows of God's making. Above these clouds, these rains, these sleets of lead, and these wind scimitars, or weather yet as thin and sodden head, confuses more and more with the low moan, his hair being one with the gray grass of finished fields, and wire scrags, rusty old, who knows, who hopes, who troubles, let it pass. He sleeps, he sleeps, he sleeps, less tremulous, less cold than we who wait
I actually got a little enthusiastic. What?
I know the wind looks mean, I tremble to the bone. The more I leave the door unlatched, the sooner love is gone. For love is but a skein unwound between the dark and dawn.
A lonely ghost, the ghost is that to God shall come.
My love skin upon the ground, my body in the tomb shall leap into the light, lost in my mother's womb. Mine must walk when dead.
Yeah, on that Wilfred Owen one, I had my hand on the mouse and I was chair dancing and I clicked too soon. Anyways, so how y'all doing? I know it says there's Jennifer. How you doing, Jennifer? And Kathy and Cricket. Jennifer, how you doing? That's about all I got at the moment, really. Yeah, just it's oh yeah, tomorrow 4/22. Yay, Xeno Marlene. Yeah. I forgot, so I'm just gonna play something. Y'all probably rather hear that than me jibber jabber, anyways. So here we go. Where is it? Let's play this one.
Daughters, did ye see so fair a creature in your town before? So sweet, so lowly, and so mild as she, adorned with beauty's grace and virtue's store. Her goodly eyes like sapphire shining bright, her forehead you her cheek is like apples which the sun hath rutted, her lips like cherries charming men to buy, her breasts like to a bowl of cream and
flooded. Her snowy neck like to a marble toe, and all her body like a palace fair, ascending Vivian with many a stately stare, to honor, seed, and chastity, sweet boy. Stand ye still, ye virgins, in a maze. Heap on her so to gaze, whilst ye forget your former later sing, to which the woods did answer and your echo ring. And all her body like a palace fair, ascending the Pierre with many a stately stare, to honor, seat, and chastity, sweet boy. Stand ye still, ye virgins, in a maze. Leap on her so to gaze, whilst ye forget your former later sing, to which the woods did answer. And your echo ring. Light-winged smoky carrion bird, melting thy pinions in thy upward flight, lark without song and messenger of dawn, circling above the hamlets as they
when biting boreas fell and dove. Sharp shivers through the leafless bower, when Faber skis a short-lived glow. Far south the lift, dim darkening through the flaky shore. O'er whirling drift, at night the storm, the steeples rock. Poor labor sweet and sleep was locked, while burns with snawy wreaths up-choked. Wild eddying swirl, or through the mining outlet box, down headlong hurl. The doors and windocks rattle, rattle. I thought me on the Irie cattle, cattle, or silly sheep while by this brattle. Oh, in a war, and through the drifty blaring sprattle, beneath the scar, ill-capping bird, we helpless thing, that in the merry months of spring delighted me to hear thee sing. What comes o' thee? Where wilt thou cow thy chittering wing and close thy ear? Heaven, you are murdering errands toiled, lone from your savage home's exile. The blood-stained roost and sheepcote spoiled, my heart forgets, while pitiless the tempest wild song you beats. Chittering wing and close thy ear. Heaven, you are murdering errands toiled, lone from home's exile. The blood-stained roost and sheep spoiled, my heart forgets, while pitiless the tempest wild sore on you beats.
So where are we at? Oh, wow, we're already over halfway there. Hey, or halfway past the hour. Yes, a groovy Sunday morning. And speaking of groovy, if it'll catch up. Oh, come on. Me and my backwoods internet. How is it going, Purple? Thanks for dropping by. Yes, it is good to be seen. And yes, I have not replied to your email yet, but I'm going to. Or I'll just text you. But 80% chance, we'll figure it out. Okay, then we got Cricket. Hi, Cricket. Yeah, I'm behind the ball this morning, but hey, it's Sunday morning, and you guys aren't here to listen to me yak. And if you are, there's something wrong with you. No. But speaking of, yeah, I actually sort of had a captive audience yesterday. Not yesterday, but Friday. It seemed like yesterday. I did this thing called Coined Corner. It's this. Fun fact, it's spelled Quoined, coined, and it's an architectural term. It's where you bring together two different types of stone facing on the corner of a building. Just a fun fact. And it's it's meant to be a place where students can feature their work, what they're working on, or in my case, uh, my work, so the chat book I'm working on, and I did two things, a panel with with some of the people that I'm in my workshop with. We talked about um, the writing process. It was pretty interesting. We had the original drafts of something up on the screen, and we read the current draft. Mine was pretty similar. And the girl had she only had like one original line in the rest of it. It was interesting. Yeah, we'll have to do some pre-planning because life. Um, but yeah, and Purple, you're in the St. Louis area, aren't you? We'll figure it out. And then I read it was 9 poems altogether. I had about 15 people there. Wasn't too bad. And I read a sample of my work from the chat book I'm working on. So, and it went over pretty well. I actually really enjoyed myself. So yeah. And oh, I didn't. Did I say hi to Napmaster? All right, hi Napmaster. Look at that, I'm behind. I was yeah. Can't take myself anywhere. I cannot take myself anywhere this morning. Where is it? Ugh, me stupido. Here. What am I going to do with myself? More coffee.
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that grate, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular, each but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and southern looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that grate, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular, each but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here alike. Your life all shattered into smithereens. Silences Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in and out the moon, bees escaping out the moon, bees returning through the moon. Silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the comb, and I a drone, lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in the moon, bees escaping out the moon, bees returning through the moon, silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I a drone lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. When curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. Birds are singing round my window, tunes the sweetest ever heard. And I hang my cage there daily, but I never catch a bird. So with thoughts my brain is peopled, and they sing there all day long, but they will not fold their pinions in the little cage of song. Birds are singing round my window, tunes the sweetest ever heard. And I hang my cage there daily, but I never catch a bird. So with thoughts my brain is people, and they sing there all day long, but they will not fold their pinions in the little cage of song.
Oh, aren't those inspirational? That's why I like them. I hope y'all like them too. I assume you do since you're still here. And that's cool. It's always good when things go well, especially uh, especially if you're performing, talking in front of a bunch of people. Yeah, and that reminds me of that quote from the most infinitely quotable movie ever made, "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Where he's talking about the Soggy Bottom Boys with music that soothes the savage soul, or yeah, something like that. Yes, it does. Oh, and yes, it definitely does that because when I'm in a mood, and my mood's actually pretty okay, I guess. For the most part, definitely, and it can also carry the pain of generations. Never seen "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou"? It's free on YouTube, as far as I know. If you like bluegrass music, Kathy will attest because she probably knows most of the people that did the soundtrack to that movie. If you like bluegrass music, you will love this movie. It's bluegrass meets Homer. Oh, by the way, Power. Remember I told you that the lyrics to Stone Brian Blues is being published. The official launch of it is the 28th. So yes, the two poems are the two things I got in it be the 28th of this month. And speaking of that, I'll just go ahead and play it. But yeah, "Oh brother, where art thou? We're in a tight spot." "Oh George, not the livestock." "Oh Lord, I can't take myself anywhere." "Damn geographical oddity. 2 weeks from everywhere." Oh, I love it. I love that. But not before I watch. I need to watch "Or So I Married an Axe Murderer" first because that is probably the best movie about poetry ever. Oh.
Once I thought I'd found true love, thought thought that she'd been sent to me by the good Lord above, but it just wasn't meant to be. I got stoned and I missed it, poor me. I got stoned and I missed it, poor me. Now I'm sitting here living in abject misery. Such a sad, pathetic sack, it's plain for all to see. I got stoned and I missed it, poor me. So now just what am I gonna do? She canceled my love like I was Pepe Le Pew, and never even told me her reasons why. I got stoned and I missed it, oh my. I got stoned and I missed it, oh my. Now I'm sitting here hanging my head to cry. All I wanna do right now is lay down and die. I got stoned and I missed it, oh my. She banned my heart like I was good old Dr. Seuss. I wish I would've never fallen for. I got stoned and I missed it, oh well. I got stoned and I missed it, oh well. Now I'm sitting here wallowing in holy hell. If I snap out of it, only time will tell. I got stoned and I missed it, oh well.
How about another yeehaw?
From the desert I come to thee, on a stallion shod with fire, and the winds are left behind in the speed of my desire. Under thy window I stand, and the midnight hears my cry. I love thee, I love thee, with a love that shall not die. steps are nightly driven by the fever in my breast, to hear from thy lattice breathe the word that shall give me rest. Open the door of thy heart, and open thy chamber door, and my kisses shall teach thy lips the love that shall fade no more, till the sun grows cold and the stars are old, and the leaves of the judgment book unfold, and the leaves of the judgment book unfold.
There is May in books forever. May will part from Spencer never.
May's in Milton, May's in Pride,
May's in Chaucer, Thomson Dyer.
May's in all the Italian books. She has old and modern nooks where she sleeps with nymphs and elves in happy places they call shelves, and will rise and dress your rooms with a drapery thick with blooms. Come ye rains, then if ye will, May's at home and with me still. But come rather, thou good weather, and find us in the fields together. And we'll rise and dress your rooms with a drapery thick with blooms. Come ye rains, then if ye will, May's at home and with me still. But come rather, thou good weather, and find us in the fields together.
So how about those for some down home country vibes? So how y'all doing? I know I ask that question a lot, but hey, yeah, that one Bedouin song. It probably was written to be a song. I don't know. Of course, I didn't run in. I ran it into it in one of these books. It's one of these books. I'll blame the books. No. But yeah, I like it when the music that either it comes up with or we work out together kind of just really lifts up and fits what's going on. It's all part and parcel to the whole work of art. You can't. And that was one of the things I was trying to stress to the kids, to call them kids, young people, young adults, with still wet behind their ears, but It's one of the things I was trying to stress to him the other day at those talks is it's all connected. My husband just said the and singing the song is called Home Free. Okay, I had to explain it's AI. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's all connected. You know, one of the things, especially during the uh, talk about writing and revision and stuff, I was like, it doesn't matter what your influences are. I actually got my heater on right now. I'm probably gonna have to turn it off here in a little bit. But yeah, it got like almost down to 32 degrees last night here. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, and at the with I was talking about that yesterday with a couple people at the roundtable meeting. I'm like, yeah, that's climate change for you. I actually explained to them what was going on, and of course they probably didn't say, you know, they didn't say anything to make me think that they didn't. They thought I was full of crap. So, well, I am full of crap most of the time. All right, let's go here. Ooh, yeah. I know it's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Ah, here we go. For what is easy, W.H. Auden. Hmm.
For what is easy, for what thoughts small, for what is well, because between two you simply from me I mean who goes with who, the bedclothes say, as I and you go kissed away, the data given, the senses even,
Fate is not late,
nor the speech rewritten,
nor one word forgotten.
said at the start about heart by heart for heart. Here in the South is all that man can know of beauty, all the wonder, all the power, all the unearthly color, all the glow. Here in the South, which withers like a flower. Here in the South, which fades as hours pass and droops and dies and rots and is forgotten sooner by ages than the mirroring glass in which it sees its glory still unrotten. Here in the flesh, within the flesh behind, swift in the blood and throbbing on the bone. Beauty yourself, the universal mind, eternal April wandering alone. The God, the Holy Ghost, the atoning Lord. Here in the flesh, the never yet explode. Here in the South is all that man can know. Beauty, all the wonder, all flake glow. Here in the South, which withers like a flower. Here in the South, which fades as hours pass and droops and dies and rots and is forgotten sooner by ages than the mirroring glass in which it sees its glory still unrotten. Here in the flesh, within the flesh behind, swift in the blood and throbbing on the bone. Beauty yourself, the universal mind, eternal April wandering alone. The God, the Holy Ghost, the atoning Lord. Here in the flesh, the never yet explored.
Hey, Fila.
Roads not yet listening, rain slight, Broken clouds darken after thinning away. Where they drift, purple cliffs blacken, and beyond, white birds blazing flight. Sounds of cold river rain grown familiar. Autumn sun casts more shadows below. Our brushwood gate out to dry at the village mill. Hulled rice half wet and fragrant. Glistening rain slide, broken clouds darken after thinning away. Where they drift, purple cliffs blacken, and beyond, white birds blazing flight. Sounds of cold river rain grown familiar. Autumn sun casts moist shadows below. Our brushwood gate out to dry at the village mill. Hollowed rice half wet and fragrant. Shadows below. Our brushwood gate out to dry at the village mill. Hulled rice half wet and fragrant.
All right, where are we at? Hey, Fila! I said hi. How you doing? Okay, so something I know nothing about. Okay, song. Cool, good. Um, yeah, I got nothing. No, it's good to see y'all guys. Cause you know I'm playing these songs. Like, hey, I want to say this person. No, yeah. It's too early in the morning, and I haven't had enough coffee. But yeah, just let the old brain meats freaking decompress. Uh, Lord knows I've been using them way too much. In more ways. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, already did that one. Already played that one. Already played. No, I didn't play that one. Yeah. Um. let's see. Let's go to this folder. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't take myself anywhere. So bear with me, my friends. Because, let's play. Let's get to the blues part of the show. Ah, here we go. Oh, Joe wrote a song for Matt. Cool! That makes me happy.
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Keepsake and big buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. I met the bishop on the road. I said he and I, those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul state. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched his mansion in the place of expert. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. spacious mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be so low that has not been
Sleep, little pigeon, and fold your wings. Little blue pigeon with velvet eyes. Sleep to the singing of mother bird swinging, swinging the nest where her little one lies. Away out yonder, I see a star, silvery star with a tinkling song. To the soft dew falling, I hear it calling, calling and tinkling the night along. In through the window a moonbeam comes, little gold moonbeam with misty wings. All silently creeping, it asks, is he sleeping, sleeping and dreaming while mother sings? Up from the sea there floats the sob of the waves that are breaking upon the shore, as though they were groaning in anguish and moaning, bemoaning the ship that shall come no more. But sleep, little pigeon, and fold your wings. Little blue pigeon with mournful eyes. Am I not singing? See, I am swinging, swinging the nest where my darling lies.
So, how's it going? It's like almost 9:20 here. Yeah. No, not really. I don't know. So, how y'all doing? Morning. I think I asked that. Yeah, I can't take myself anywhere. I say that a lot. So, let's see. What else shall we play here? Because there's a lot to choose from. Of course, I need to get off the old Yang and start getting doing more regular reaction shows, which we will get to that. Maybe up later this week. Yeah, maybe Friday. I don't know. We'll figure that part out when we get to it. I don't want to commit to too much. You know what I mean? Let's kind of kind of step back a little bit with this Dylan Thomas one.
Was there a time when dancers with their fiddles in children's circuses could stay their troubles? There was a time they could cry over books, but time has sent its maggot on their track. Under the arc of the sky they are unsafe. What's never known is safest in this life. Under the sky stands they who have no walls, have cleanest hands, and as the heartless ghost belongs unhurt, so the blind man sees best. Was there a time when dancers with their fiddles in children's circuses could stay their troubles? There was a time they could cry over books, but time has sent its maggot on their track. Under the arc of the sky they are unsafe. What's never known is safest in this life. Under the sky shines they who have no arms, have cleanest hands, If I have run my course and seek the pearls, my psyche fain would drink at Mermelin and rest content in wine and nectar cup. Who knows but that the gods have found me whole, and in their sp of man when love a fickle man once knew. I know that I might pull the tendon bands that hold my soul together, might bend each nerve and muscle, spirit fain would keep, that I might hear the maddening cheers of men who, when the morrow dawns, forget the games and cast instead the dice in marketplace. But I have found sweeter peace than fame, and in the evening dwell on heights divine. Betwixt my lips a rose from Cupid's hands, upon my brow the laurel belvedere entwines from tree beside the throne of Zeus, and flowing from my speech Athene's words dip long in wisdom's fount to heal the soul. Sweeter peace than fame, and in the evening dwell on heights divine. Betwixt my lips a rose from Cupid's hands, upon my brow the laurel belvedere entwines from tree beside the throne of Zeus, and flowing from my speech Athene's words dip long in wisdom's fount to heal the soul.
Dokey, where's it? Where's it?
As freedom is a breakfast food, or truth can live with right and wrong, or molehills are from mountains made, long enough and just so long, will be impaled as hat tracks into peach trees grow, or hope stands best on bald men's hair, and every finger is a toe, and any courage is a fear, long enough and just so long. Will the impure think all things pure, and hornets wail by children stung? Or as the seeing are the blind, and robins never welcome spring, nor flat folk prove their world is round, nor dingsters die at break of dawn, and commons rare and millstones float, long enough and just so long. Tomorrow will not be too late. Worms are the words, but joy's the voice. Down shall go which and up come who breasts will be breasts. Thighs will be thighs. Deeds cannot dream what dreams can do. Time is a tree, this life one leaf, but love is the sky, and I am for you. Just so long and long enough.
That last one brings a little tear to the eye, makes me misty-eyed. It's very good. I love that last bit there. Time is a tree, this life one leaf. Love is the sky, and I am for you. Just so long and long enough. Beautiful. Yeah, I can see where that Fenton Johnson one you'd think was Shakespeare. Lots of Greek in it. But I like that. Time is a tree. This life one leaf. Alright, I'm going to play a couple more and figure out what the heck I'm going to do with myself. I hope y'all know what y'all's going to do with yourselves today. If not, then not. Let's see here. No, not that one. Oh no, wrong one. No. Here. Let's switch it up again.
What words we had, we wheeled and kneeled, we knelt and wept, we wrung the wet, the sweat, we racked our lips, we rang for words to ward off sleep, to warn ourselves to warn. The earth we mounted, wound our vows until it fit, and fits the earth we mounted, rouse and rock, we harp, we yawned and tried to yarp and tried to fix, we facted, felt we fact and fan-fed, anthem, hammered, felt the words were stagnate, snapping half in heat. The wane, the melt, what words we'd and wet. We wrung the wet, the sweat. We racked our lips, we rang for words to ward off sleep, to warn ourselves, to warn. The earth we mounded, wound our vows until it fit and fits. The earth we mounded, roused and rocked. We harped beyond and tried to yarb and tried to fix a fix. We facted, felt we factin', fanfare anthems, hammered, felt the words were stagnate, snapping half in heat. The wane, the melt, what words we'd hoarded, halved and wholly porous. Meanwhile, still tired, and we still wash for sounds to mark and mark. Still wash for sounds to mark and mark.
Yeah, shit. It'd really help if I knew what the hell I was doing.
Thou hast that all to me, love, for which my soul did pine. A green isle in the sea, love, a fountain and a shrine, all wreathed with fairy fruits and flowers. And all the flowers were mine. Dream too bright to let starry hope that did arise, but to be overcast, a voice from out the future cries. On, but o'er the past, my spirit hovering lies, mute, motionless, aghast. Alas, with me the light of life is o'er. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Such language holds the solemn sea to the sands upon the shore. Shall bloom the thunder-blasted tree, or the stricken eagle soar. And all my days are trances, and all my nightly dreams are where thy gray eye glances, and where thy footstep gleams in what ethereal dances by eternal. abideth, where my love abideth, sleeps no softer, it proceeds on through lawns, on through meads, on and onward befall, meandering and musical, though the hugged pasturage bears not on its shaven ledge aught but weeds and waving grasses, to view the river as it passes, save here and there a scanty patch of primroses, too faint to catch a weary bee, and scarce it pushes its gentle way through strangling rushes, where the glossy kingfisher flutters when noon heats are near, glad the shelving banks to shun, red and steaming in the sun. Where the shrew mouse with pale throat burrows, and the speckled stoat, where the quicksand pipers flit in and out the maul and grit that seems to breed them brown as they, not disturbs its quiet way, save some lazy stork that springs, trailing it with legs and wings, whom the shy fox from the hill rouses creepy ne'er so still. Seems to breed them brown as they, not disturbs its quiet way, save some lazy stork that springs, trailing it with legs and wings, whom the shy fox from the hill ruses creepy ne'er so still.
All right, my friends, we are at the 2 hour mark, so I'm going to call it there. Go out there and have that awesome day and stuff. If it's pretty where you're at, go have some fun. I'm going to try to today. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Or I might just take a nap. In the meantime, y'all have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, I'll definitely be back on Friday with a regular show. We need to make up for lost time. Just to get more content. Anyways, I'll see y'all later, my friends. And yeah, don't mean to be abrupt, but hey. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, I'll see y'all out in the chats. And you never know, I might just come on tomorrow for the hell of it. I don't know. I'll figure it out, and I'll let you know when I do. In the meantime, thanks for dropping by. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, what a fast 2 hours. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Damn computer.